Welcome back, everyone. So, today I'm starting my Day 0 builds for Attack on Titan Battle for Humanity, and I wanted to do things a little different this time. Instead of just going through a deck that I pre-made and showing you what I think the character's capable of, with the addition of attunement, I thought maybe it might be better for newer players if you saw my process so you could see kind of how you could add the attuned symboled cards and how you search for those in with your deck building. So we're going to start today with Annie. Annie Leonhart. She's a 7-hand, 22 health character with the Chaos and Life symbols, which means we can use either Chaos as a main symbol or Life as a main symbol, and then we can use the attuned Chaos and Life cards. She has Military Police Brigade as her character trait. She has Enhance Commit. Your non-powerful attack gains Throw. It cannot gain Powerful. So it's a good way to get a little bit of extra damage in there if need be. And then Enhance, spend 1 momentum, build the top card of your deck. Then, if any player has 9 or more foundations, transform Annie. And Annie transforms into Annie Female Titan. She has a static that says, after this character transforms, search your deck for or discard pile for 1 backup Titan card with a printed difficulty of 6 or less and build it. We're not going to focus on those right now, today. She has Enhance, lose 1 health. You may try to block this attack with a backup from your stage. Again, I'm not going to be focusing on backups. I am going to be focusing on the Enhance, commit 1 foundation. This attack gets 2 speed and 2 damage. So I'm deciding to play Annie on the Life symbol, but I can use these attuned symbols for Chaos and Life. So if you select like this, and you'll see down here in custom format, which usually is hidden by this plus sign. So if you hit the plus sign, you can go to custom format future standard, and it'll give you everything that is currently standard legal plus Battle for Humanity. So we've already got our character. Let's start with attacks. What attacks do we want to use for Annie? And now you'll see we have every Chaos attuned attack, Life attuned attack, and Life basic attack. So let's see what we want to do with Annie, shall we? We're wanting to focus on the building and the committing for extra stats on our flip side. So that's kind of the goal that we have in mind here. And I'm not going to go too much into detail. Some of you might already know this is my second time filming this video. First time the audio got all messed up. So I'm going to go through and see. Let's see, we want Determined Advance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add, for at least attacks, only 1 copy of each that I think would be fun, and then we'll go into, there we go into dishing them out and quantifying them later. Let's see, we're not doing Titan backups, Rifle Flips a Foundation, we're not going to stockpile momentum, so falling debris wouldn't be as useful. We're not doing shift and backup attacks. Massive Swing, if we're already playing Determined Advance, I don't think we need the Massive Swing. That's more Shift and Titan attacks, backups. We're not hoarding momentum. Plays card, rival commits a face-up foundation. No. We're not forcing our rival to mill. So now we go, that's all of our Chaos attacks. I'm sorry if I'm not going through each individual card, but I'm kind of just doing the bare basics of how I build decks, and I read really fast, so I'm kind of just skimming through reading these to see what I would need to do. And then we can go over it more later. I just don't want this to be an hour-long video. We're not focusing on gaining health. We are focusing on getting more foundations. So this enemy scout formation, I like entering Titan's Forest, but when I did this the first time, I ended up cutting it, so we're just going to not deal with that right now. If this attack deals damage, it doesn't count towards progressive. That could be fun. Especially when we give it 2-2, make it a 6 low 7. That's pretty nice. Throw toss, horse toss, nah. Jaws of Life, I don't like that we sacrifice a face-up foundation to get 2 committed face downs. If we got them ready, that'd be a different story. We're not dealing with shift, we're not dealing with Titan backups. Plow through enemies is fun, but I don't think we're going to deal with it right now. I think I ended up cutting Stomp of the Female Titan, even though it is kind of her attack. So let's see. We're not doing Titan Pile, we're not doing Toss Aside. Did I do any shifting attacks? I'm kind of not remembering, if I'm going to be completely honest. Colossus Titan attacks, female Titan attacks. I don't really remember, if I'm being entirely honest, of which of these I wanted. Food motivated, drawing 3 cards is always fun. Smiling Titan attacks. Ah, I remember now. We focused on face-down foundations with Attack Titan's Wide Swinging Blow here, which we can flip a foundation. This attack gets 1 damage for each of our ready face-down foundations. So that's really fun. And now we're getting into our normal 3 symbol attacks. Where did I go? I liked Instant Shining Flash. Yeah, I'm trying to remember my thought process. I really should have just done the 3 I already had and then did something else. So let's go. We did Hunter's Pursuit. I remember that. I remember Jaw Jammer. What else did we do? Or was that it? Not entirely sure. We didn't do any of the compress stuff because we're building blind, but it'd be better if we could just pick stuff up. Like pick up a face down, kind of like with the maximum overhaul, but we want to keep our face downs. Oh, I remember what I needed to get. It's all the way back here. Copy harden. Here we go. So that way if we accidentally build an attack, we can add it to our hand. So I believe it was 2 determined advance. Is there another life? I feel like there might have been another life attack that I wanted to do. Getting back in formation. If we have 9 or more foundations, this attack's keywords get +2, so it becomes a powerful 3, stun 2, and with our character, it's a 3 mid, or a 5 mid 5. Because I remember we wanted 3 of that, and 3 of this. Maybe 2 Copy Harden, 2 Jaw Jammer, 2 Hunter's Pursuit, 3... 2 and 4. What does that give us attack-wise? 23 attacks, that's a lot. Let's just get rid of the fighting for survivals, giving us 21 attacks. 21 attacks, which is pretty good, and remember that once we transform, which is our goal is to transform into female Titan, each of these attacks is going to have an extra 2 speed and 2 damage on them. So that's the goal here. So now we're going to go into our assets. What have we got for assets? Potato, we're not going to worry about it. We are not the garrison. We are military grade police. Right? Yeah, military police brigade. Commit, flip 2 foundations, gain 3 health, and draw a card. Let's put one of these in here just because we are the military police, so that could be useful for us. It Unbox is useful, and I like Ein because we want a bunch of face-down foundations, so we can either draw a card or force our rival to discard a card, which is very, very handy. And that's going to be it for our assets. Actions. So our assets, yep, we have 4, so that's 25 cards. Surprising Strength, we're not going to worry about. I do like Welcome to Spaceland. I do remember having this plus the Blitz on Wide Swinging Strike. So we flip a foundation, get a whole bunch of damage, and then first form, make it unblockable. That's really, really tricky, and I really dig that. I think that's really, really cool. So we're going to do 2 of those, plus on our rival's turn, we can remove this to ready 3 face-down foundations. So if we've committed 3 face-downs with our female Titan character, we can ready them up on our rival's turn to block with. Pretty handy. So now we'll go to foundations. Annie's Gamble, remove after we make a check, it gets +1. I don't think that's necessary. We're not giving a lot of minus damage. I do like the change of plans as a one-of, because we can try to force our rival to block, and if they block, we can still get the top card of our deck to our momentum to build on either of our turns while we're in our human form. We're not dealing with backups. If a player's played 3 or more attacks, draw a card. I don't like the forecheck here. Hold at bay after we block, our rival spends momentum. Horrifying Realization is nice. I like drawing. And then if our rival discards a foundation this way, they have to commit a foundation. We're not milling. Committing for -2 damage is not great. I do like flipping for -3 damage, and it's a 6 check. I don't like flipping for 1 speed, 1 damage when we don't have a lot of 6 difficulty or greater attacks. I like this as a 1, this Apathy of Annie, just because we can block with it from our stage if we need to. Titan's Pursuit I like because then if our attacks are completely blocked, we gain momentum immediately. We don't need We're Counting on You. On to our Life-Attuned foundations. We're not playing shift attacks, I do like defending the rear, because most attacks are going to be printed difficulty 5 or less, unless your rivals head on into the shift and the big Titan attacks, so this just commit for -3 speed is really solid. And it's a common too, nice. Inner Strength, I don't know if we'll need, because we can give the +3 damage, but at that point, committing this for +3 when we can just commit it for +2/+2 just seems like a better return for me. We're not doing backups, we're not discarding a bunch, we're not gaining health, not dealing with backups. I do like Uplifting Bond, just because after we play an attack, we can gain a health, which we're a 7 hand size, we want to keep our health up. And then if our attack deals damage, it doesn't count towards progressive difficulty, so we could open with a Jaw Jammer and just have it not count towards progressive. And then or if we do the Welcome to Spaceland, make something unblockable, it just doesn't count towards progressive. Pretty useful. Speaking of useful information, we're not doing Titan cards. Commit for +2 speed. Again, if we're using our character, it's just +2 speed, +2 damage anyway. So now onto our normal cards. What have we got? I do like Steadfast Resolve, because then we can blow up our committed foundations as needed. Curious about quirks. People are always going to be using their character abilities. Defiant Stance is really strong, because we can commit it with our character and ready it again, so that's really nice. Size Specialist, Face Shield. Whoop, wrong card, wrong click. Face Shield is good. Anything from Critical Role going to be too helpful for us? Not really. Not really going to worry about any of that. Any of this? No. Break the Cuffs. We don't want to discard. Our character's not going to be committed. Keiko's Aid's really good. Fast Friendship is good speed hate, because we will most likely have more face-down foundations than our rival, so Light It Up is really good. Syndicate Target is strong. What else we got here? No. We like our strong number 10 Pro Hero. We like Incredible Display. Maybe use a 2 of. What else we got here? I'll Protect You is good for some speed hate. Lost in Thought could be fun, but let's see where we're at after all of this. 'Cause yeah, I think we're good. what have we got? We have a 70 card deck, which isn't bad. Our block zones are alright, but again, this is supposed to be a day 0, kind of what the basics of what Annie can do. So this is Annie Female Titan, and Annie Leonhart. Here is the full deck list. And this is just my day 0 build, my first thoughts on what could be done with Annie. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are for the character below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you like these build-alongs as opposed to just the day 0 deck videos where I already have a pre-built deck, let me know in the comments if you enjoy that or if you just prefer me going over a deck I've already built. And if you want to support the channel more, I have a Patreon, which is in the description below, currently at a reduced rate, because I did not know that $5 was not the minimum. So I've lowered the price on that now, so if you want to help the channel out, it helped me out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.